smallest bat known to man is the bumblebee bat, and it weighs less than a penny and is only 1.2 inches long. The largest bat is the golden-crowned flying fox, which weighs 3.5 pounds and has a wingspan of up to 5 feet. Bats are incredibly diverse, but unfortunately, these magnificent mammals are on the verge of extinction, with eradication due to man. Bats should not be eradicated in the U.S. or worldwide. But why should we care about bats here in Texas? Well, the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department says that we have 32 of the 47 species present in the entire United States. Plus, in Texas, we have the largest bat colony in the world, which is the Bracken Bat Cave Preserve in San Antonio. Bats are important to Texas, and it's important for us to protect these species that are so close to home. I'm passionate about animal conservation and the conservation of these species. I study wildlife and fisheries sciences, and my emphasis is in wildlife ecology and conservation. Thus, I care about keeping these mammals alive. The eradication of bats has a large impact on our ecosystem. These bats are killed or eradicated due to misconceptions, and these misconceptions come from bad facts or just unknown information. We can help protect these bat species from complete wipeout with proper education and prompt action. The eradication of bats impacts our ecosystem negatively. It removes both an important predator and an important pollinator. The National Academy of Sciences published work by Josiah Main and Justin Boyles in 2015 that they studied the impacts of insectivory of bats on suppression of herbivory on corn crops. Bats are important in eating the insects that damage corn crops and other crops in the United States. They found out that bats eating those insects is worth greater than $1 billion globally, just on corn crops. Farmers also rely on bats so that they do not have to use chemical insecticides. Bats act as natural insecticides for them. Bats are also important as pollinators. In 2015, Michaela Jemison published an article for Bat Conservation International. She reported that more than 500 species of plants and over 67 plant families rely on bats as their major or exclusive pollinator. This includes plants such as the giant baobab tree in Africa, wild bananas, peaches, cloves, and the agave plant. Many foods that you enjoy, including tequila, wouldn't be around if it weren't for bats. But why don't people see the value of bats on our ecosystem? This is because a lot of people have misconceptions about bats. Many people think that bats will get tangled in their hair, they'll turn into vampires, or they'll suck their blood. But these just aren't true. You might think, what about vampire bats? They drink blood. Well, there are 3 species of vampire bats, but none of them drink the blood of humans. Michelle Donahue in Bats Magazine, in an article in 2016, discusses this. 2 out of the 3 species of bats drink the blood of birds, and one of the species of bats, of vampire bats, drinks the blood of mammals, but it prefers easy-to-get blood of livestock. And when bats drink blood, they don't suck it. They lap it up, kind of like a kitten laps up milk. And when they drink blood, they only take about a tablespoon. This is harmless to the host, and the bite of the bat is painless and practically unnoticeable. Fear of bats encourages a lot of people to eliminate bats on sight when they see them. They'll just go out and kill them, even if they're not harming them. This fear is unreasonable, and it's a threat to the dwindling populations. Another reason that bats are being eradicated is due to man-made structures, such as windmills. Surprisingly, windmills are a large part of the eradication of bat species in the United States. For example, in Hawaii, 146 endangered Hawaiian hoary bats were killed by wind farms in the last 6.4 years. However, they weren't expecting this many bats to die in that short amount of time. They were expecting to kill about 160 in 20 years, and it's only been 6.4, and they've almost reached that goal. This was published by the National Wind Watch. Those wind farms, fortunately though, are restoring habitats, and they're promoting research to figure out exactly why this is happening, and they want to prevent those casualties. If wind farms in Hawaii are helping bats, we can help them too. Though the wind farms might develop solutions in years to come, there's ways that you can help now. You can help bat species, no matter your knowledge or your skill set. One way to do this is to build bat boxes. They come in a variety of shapes and sizes. They're easy to build, and you can place them practically anywhere, whether it be trees in your backyard or even on the side of your house. These bat boxes support local colonies, and they help bats have a safe place to live and to raise their young. Though with an increase in bat boxes comes increased contact with bats. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention states that the most common source of human rabies is from bats. This is because bats have small teeth, and when they bite you, you don't notice it, so you don't go to the doctor. And then you might end up getting rabies because you don't get it checked out. Bat boxes mean that bats are closer to humans, and there's an increased chance that you or your family could get rabies if you put a bat box up near your home. Although bats are the #1 transmitter for rabies to humans, there are only 1 to 2 cases per year. A rabid bat is easily approachable and might be on the ground and not flying around. If you don't approach a bat, you won't get rabies. If you don't handle a bat or just handle one with thick gloves so that it can't bite you, you won't get rabies. If you're not actively aggressive towards bats, you won't get rabies. And if you can keep bats out of your home, you won't get rabies. If a bat does come into your home, call a professional to remove it. Again, most people that get rabies didn't notice the bite from a bat. To prevent you or your family from getting rabies if you do put a bat box up, keep it away from entrances in your home. Another way to prevent rabies, the possibility of rabies, from a bat is to leave the conservation efforts to the professionals. The easiest way to help bats is to support conservation organizations both in the United States and worldwide. Some examples of these are the Nature Conservancy, Bat Conservation International, and the Bat Conservation Trust in the United Kingdom. In 2014, Bat Conservation International published an article saying that the City of San Antonio, the Nature Conservancy, and Bat Conservation International purchased more than 1,500 acres adjacent to the Bracken Bat Cave, which is home to the largest colony of Mexican free-tailed bats in the world, and it's located right here in Texas. This amount of land had plans to be a subdivision for 3,000 homes. Fortunately, this was purchased, and now it remains a place that's protected and undisturbed so the bats can continue to thrive. Bats are disappearing into the night for good. These are because of negative misconceptions that people have on these essential mammals to the ecosystem. Farmers rely on bats to be insecticides. Plants rely on bats to be almost their exclusive pollinators. A lot of people think that bats are evil, life-threatening, or out to get them. This just isn't true. Bats might be transmitters of rabies, but with caution and awareness, we can still stay safe around bats. We need to stop eradication of bats by promoting their survival through supporting organizations and building bat boxes. Bats are disappearing into the night for good, but with your help, we know that they'll come home safely in the morning. Only we can eliminate the myths surrounding bats. Only we can educate others about the prevention of rabies associated with bats. Only we can build houses for these bats to live and raise their families. Only we can save the bats. Thank you for watching.
Hey, look,
Thanks,
that was
David.
it.